I'm Katie Skilton, I'm a creative designer at Sizzix, and this is my vlog on how to make cards using our new nautical download papers. Now, these are available on the website, so if you just go to the sizzix.co.uk website, you can download these papers for free. And I'm just going to give you a little taste of how to make some quick cards doing that. So let's get started. So we're using the big shot today, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by using some mount board and our biggest die. I'm going to cut the mount board. Now, because this is a big die, it'll cut through that absolutely no problem at all. So we'll turn that one over. Sandwich it between the plates. Run this through. And you can see, obviously, because it's a big die and it's a steel blade, that cuts through that absolutely perfect, and you get that lovely sharp edge. You can see how thick it is there. So I'm just going to repeat that with some cardstock. So I'm going to stick this together. We can allow that to dry while I'm doing the rest of the card. So that's the anchor. We're going to join those two together in a second. What we'll do is we'll cut some of the finlets that we need as well for this card. So I'm going to be using the Ship in a Bottle die set. You can layer a few of these at once. So we'll cut the wheel, and then I want to cut some circles as well using our framelets. So we'll put these on here. So these are really good papers. In the pack you get lots of pattern papers, you get sentiments that are really good, you even get something to make an origami boat. So there's lots of things really good for summer projects. Run this through the machine. Pop out these bits here. Just grab my die pick to get this out. So that's just cut from some mirror card. Think about it. Now the sentiments, they come. You get circular sentiments in these. These fit perfectly into our circle framelit. So if I get the smallest circle framelit that we've got and just place it over the sentiment, like so. Again, run that through the machine. So that gives us all the die cut elements for the first card. It shows you how quick and easy this is. Out the way. Just chuck that on the floor, and I'm just going to move the big shot out of the way because we don't need it for a second. So let's take it. We've got a square card blank here, so we're going to attach these two together now, just because I like the textured feel of it. This is the Sizzix assorted cardstock, so it's really nice texture to it. So it's really nice to just add on the mount board to just give it some interest. Just add some glue there. Just allow that to dry. So we'll leave that there for a second and we'll get on with the rest. So here I've got some strips of paper. So I've already cut these strips of paper down. These again are all from the downloads. I'm just using really small pieces. So we'll stick these onto the card. I'm just using some wet glue. I'm going to stick them at a slight angle there as well. Again, just to add some interest. You're only using really small pieces of this paper, so it goes a long way, and obviously because they're downloads you can print as many off as you want, just keep downloading and printing. So we've got these sentiments as well. So this is the Sail Away With Me sentiment, the little sentiment strips. Put that on there like so. Then where I've cut the die cut circles, I want to line those up so that when we pop the anchor on in a minute it sits where the sentiment wants to go. It's all a bit moving, hang on. There we go. So just about there. So we'll attach these two together. Just make sure they're central. Pop that down on our project. So that's where the anchor's now going to sit. So again, a bit of wet glue. there, and then that leaves a space for a little wheel to go in. Just add some adhesive to that. Put that behind like so. And then we've got the little Hello Sailor sentiment, so that's been cut using our framelit, so that gives you the perfect circle. And that's our first card. So we'll pop that one down there, and then we'll move on to the next. So move that one to the side. I feel like I'm doing a sponsored card make and see how many cards I can do in a certain amount of time. It just makes it really quick and simple to do with these demos. So this time we're going to use the wheel from the ship in a bottle. And I'm also going to use the anchor. And so again, cut onto mirror card. So again, just using the die pick to make sure it comes out nice and cleanly. Because they are quite detailed die cuts. So we will pop that one down there. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to do the die cut of my other card as well, and then we can move the big shot out of the way. So I'm just going to repeat that again for the final card actually. Just remove these little bits because if they go onto your die cut and you'll end up with a little shape of them in the cardstock. So it's always worth just removing any bits that are left in your die, because otherwise if you leave them in there you'll find that it all gets clogged up. So always take the time to poke those out. Take these out and we'll pop these to the side for a second, because that's for our final card. So last week I actually did a Facebook Live using these papers as well, and I made a notebook. So if you go onto our Facebook page, Sizzix Lifestyle, you'll actually find that video on there that shows you how to make a notebook as well. So pop that there, and let's move this out of the way for a second. And we'll bring over our next card. So the next one, I'm going to use one of the sentiments, and they're really large sentiments, but you can actually chop them down, so they're really good for inserts in cards or for putting onto the front of your card. Pop that there. And again, I've used lots of the different papers just to build up the patterns. Kind of just adds interest to it. They're quite simple cards, but it's just adding the interest to it. So we've got the little boats there, they're really cute, so they're on the sentiment sheet as well. So we'll just use some 3D foam pads to add this. Again, it just gives it dimension, stops it being all flat onto the card. Sentiment there. Really good sentiments in this, and really good fun ones actually. Great for scrapbook layouts if you've got beach themed pictures and things that you wanted to use. Add the little wheel behind there. These are really good for just adding that final touch. And we will add on the anchor and here. So there's another card. So we'll move those out the way. And we'll bring in the final one. So these I've already pre-die cut just now. And again, lots of the little different elements of the paper. So again, got pink boats. So I'll add that strip onto our card. And then the Ahoy Matey, again this one's on the sentiment sheet. These are really handy actually. I've printed off quite a few of the sentiment sheets because I've used those lots on lots of different projects. Pop that down there. And then this one here, well again we'll use some foam pads. This was a big sentiment again actually, and I've trimmed that one down to fit onto a card, but these would be really good for pocket scrapbooking as well. Just add that one on there. Stick this onto the card, and then we're going to add some, oh, upside down, that's not good, is it? Going to add some twine to this one as well to hang the little anchor off. Stick this down. And then somewhere I've got some twine here, so we'll thread the anchor through the twine. Make sure it's the right way up. And I'm just going to stick this inside the card. You can always use this piece of white card to cover it afterwards. So just flip the card around, a bit of tape there. On this side, just trim off that. So I'll just put a false back onto that card then to cover all the workings. So we'll flip that over, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to keep that anchor in place. When it dries, it'll stay there. So there you have it. We've got 3 cards there, all made really quickly. The ones made earlier as well. So really good if you're doing them, you know, for charity, or you're making lots of cards. Really good, quick, easy way. Now, don't forget, these papers are downloadable. If you go to the Sizzix Lifestyle website, you can download these papers for free. We've got lots of other download packs on there, all different themes. If you do make something, remember to share with us on social media. And I will be back next week with another blog post. Thank you.